This is Evan from Decent Traders. I traded RIVN today, and I turned a relative loss into a decent win. So the first two were losses here. First trade was something I would usually do. This stock plummeted through the VWAP, closes below the VWAP, so I go in for a short because this is usually a good sign that the stock will sell off after this because of a huge drop. There's usually a lot of other volume that didn't get into this minute that are still going to drop it. But this didn't really happen. It bounces up from the EMA here, and I get stopped out here. So this is the first loss. Second loss here, it was relative the same amount, and I went in for a lawn over here because this EMA bounced it up. I expect to continue going. So basically, I just flipped my position right here. That's what happened, and it goes back down to test the VWAP again. And I get stopped out again, thinking that this was just my initial short plan was correct, but I just get shaken out. This is why I get out again. So here I'm already losing quite a few dollars because it's just relatively risky. And once it gets down to here, either it just bounces from the EMA again or it just goes through. So I take my chances and I go in half position for a long over here because I'm thinking it would more likely bounce from the EMA than to short. And if I would think it would be to short, then I would go half in my position over here. And then once it hit the EMA, it actually kind of slightly bounced up. This gave me the feeling that it was going to bounce up from the EMA, and I added here. So I went full position over here. So first one's half, then I added my other half here, so this was full position. And it's worked out quite well. It did bounce for the EMA, and I took my partials along the way. And over here, where I took this partial here, I was expecting this to break the high. My next partial was going to be like when it breaks the high over here. So that's why I didn't partial up here, even though I really wanted to. But I tried not to, and I did. I almost got it, but I still partialed below the where it broke the high, even though I was very expecting it to break the high. As you can see, I was correct about that. Took a partial here, took a partial here when it broke the high. And after this, I just clicked my break even button, didn't care. If it went down, I don't care. If it goes up, then I'll just keep on taking partials until I'm done with the trade. And that's exactly what happened here. I took another partial over here because this bar didn't make a new high, but I wanted to play it safe. And once it goes up to here, this kind of like triple high kind of makes me think the stock might as well just reverse. It just shaked me out slightly. I could have made slightly more, but it's not a really big deal because after all, it actually does reverse when it hits the high about over here.